First, do no harm, or you're not a doctor in any religion. It's an established office. It's the definition. It's not just a healer, it's a diplomat. Islam thinks theirs is just as good too. It's called the Hashashin, where we get the word assassin. Normal people can't imagine a scenario where anybody's raping a little boy and blaming him. You're a slave of the prophet or the infidel. Bunch of dumb wizards blaming a kid his whole life. Not say a word to his face about it. Deny him health care and then fault him when he seeks relief through alternative means. So what's the real problem here? It's your alternative. You're the alternative. Because nobody could possibly be dumb enough to think whatever they thought in 2015 and not know Joey Greco was involved. Well, I've never been married. I'd remember. Why was he involved? I've never forged ink on paper. Because it's not tit for tat. There's no turnabout is unjustified. And that would still be illegal. It would just be a religious obligation for the community to tolerate these activities. Severity of an accusation is no substitute for due process. So why can't I eliminate the alleged immunity? First, do no harm, or you're not a doctor. King of the what? Don't point at the guy with the statue of a child molester on the wall of his main corporation. The last king of Scotland. So what we got is like China, maybe Russia, maybe a little bit of Russia, but whoever it is, pushing cannibal warlords to replace our population until we break. You don't see them doing it to Russia. So they pick a fight with Zelensky. And it's like, look what they're doing to the Catholics. I know exactly who my attacker was. You people act like the fucking fag revolution is the Catholics' fault or the Jews. It's the UN. It's the United Nations. The gay mafia became known as Anonymous in 17th century England because they don't like them either. It's a curse from the Ottoman Empire. You want to rob an entire culture? Just send these guys. Go pretend you're with them. Look, everybody, the faggots cutting flips down Main Street with their asses out. Aren't you so proud, mom and dad and neighbors and teachers, community, everybody? It's the law. Everybody has to be proud as fuck. So proud they're gonna come along and change the definition of marriage and have a little show in our church. And why not? The intelligence report corroborates. You got foreigners marrying little boys on an operating table. So it's rape, but the kid doesn't know, but it's forgiven. Oh, well, we know who the forgiveness comes from. Now the media is propping up abominations at the pulpit. Oh, I can't do anything about that. Want to bet? There's a procedure. The solution is to have priests walking around in safety, walking down the street without some hoodlum. Bring a buddy. We're a ways off from that. Why? Because the gay mafia, aka Anonymous, became a revolution in Vietnam by smuggling little boys through customs, get their diamonds to the fashion industry and heroin. And they put the kid's fancy little bangle shirt on some starving human traffic and throw them off to the sharks. And then the part where they take the picture of the kid with the shirt and the model and then go back and say, oh, look what happened. I don't know, I'm just guessing.